today, ricotta cheese. A simple version of it. 3 cups of milk, salt, 1 cup of cream and lemon. Firstly, you need to get yourself a pot. Preferably a heavy base pot, but I don't have a heavy base one, so this is going to have to do. I know it works and I tried it the other day. Right, you're going to put your, first of all, 3 cups of milk into a pot. There's 2 cups in there. 1 cup of cream goes in as well, and half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to grind it in my palm. So half a teaspoon. Right, so put a little bit more in. I tend to not measure, but for the recipe today, there you go. Now turn the heat on. Right, I'm going to put this on the heat. You're going to have to continuously keep stirring this because we've got to bring this to the boil very quickly. This shouldn't take long on gas. The reason why you got to keep stirring it for a very thin base pot is because it can stick to the bottom and burn, so we don't want that. Okay, just make sure when you're stirring it gently. Don't just keep stirring vigorously, because what will happen is that the milk, as you can see around the edge, if it goes around the edge, it will start to burn. So we just want to stir just nice and slow. See, now it's just come to the boil. Okay, I'm going to take it off the heat. Give it a little stir. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Oopsie. Right, there you go. And then I'm going to put on a low heat, so I'm going to use this back one because it's quite good. And cook it for another 2 minutes. So give it a little stir. Now, see how you can see it's starting to separate now and curdle? Right, we'll just cook that for another, like I said, another 2 minutes. On a low heat. Don't forget, put it down on a very low heat. We don't want it boiling. Right, we've turned the heat off. Now I'm just going to leave this in the pot for 5 minutes. Just at room temperature, so I'll put my timer on. And then we're going to strain it after that. Right, 5 minutes is up. So it's been standing there for 5. Now, I forgot to get some mutton cloth or muslin cloth as it's called. So my alternative to that is using a clean bench cloth you used to do your benches with. So what I'm going to do now is strain it over a sieve. Don't forget to put a sieve there. And you can see all that liquid now down the bottom of the bowl. That's what you discard later on, and this is what you keep in the top here. So you leave this at room temperature for an hour to make it sure that it completely strains all the way out. Get rid of all that, and that stuff down the bottom is called the whey. There you go. It's a very simple, easy ricotta homemade recipe for you to try at home. Next week we'll show you what to do with what you can do with ricotta. So we're going to leave that, like I said, for an hour to strain completely. Once it does, we discard that part down the bottom and then put that in a nice airtight container. It makes about, I can't remember now, maybe 300 grams, maybe a cup. And then just store it in the fridge for about 5 days. Okay, it's been an hour now and it's strained out and it's cooled down. Now I already emptied this out before, so there will be quite a bit of liquid. So in between the hour, you might need to empty it out, otherwise it'll be sitting on top and it won't drain. So that's what it looks like there. And that's the stuff you get rid of. We don't keep that and go down the sink. Right, I'm going to measure this now. So there you go. Ricotta cheese, a simple, easy, homemade recipe that you can do at home. Alright, and next time I'm going to show you what you can do with ricotta cheese. Here we go, put the lid on and put it in the fridge. And possibly date it. But anyway, put it in the fridge and we'll use this. Actually, I'm going to be using this during the week. I'll make another one for the next lesson. This will last about 5 days in your fridge. So find a use for it within 5 days. And that's it for today's lesson at the Cook's Kitchen. Nice and simple and easy recipe for you to try at home tomorrow.